15 world premieres, 25 feature films, all in 5 days. Rishi and Neetu Kapoor kick off the New York Indian Film Festival with the feel-good family entertainer Do Duni Char. Festival highlights include Sudhir Mishra's Ye Sali Zindagi and Rituparna Ghosh's Noka Dubi. Jitin Hingorani was on the red carpet at the Paris Theatre to share all the excitement with the stars.
It started out 11 years ago as the IAC Film Festival. Then it became MIAC, and now it's going to be known as NIAF, or the New York Indian Film Festival. Even through all of its name changes, the quality of programming and the caliber of the celebrities on the red carpet remains stellar. This year's festival kicks off with Disney film Do Duni Char, starring Bollywood favorites Rishi Kapoor and his wife Neetu Singh. So we're here with the iconic Mr. Rishi Kapoor and his lovely wife Neetu Singh. First, let's start with you. You've been away for almost 30 years.
3 decades, yeah.
What was it like stepping back onto set and with all the technology advancements that we've had? What was that like for you?
When I came back on the sets, it was like I never left acting. It just comes back to you. But yes, everything had changed. There was a lot of new things which was happening, but you kind of get used to it after a while. After 1 or 2 days, you get into the groove.
I know it's a family film, it's very family friendly. What do you hope people walk away with after seeing this film tonight?
It is a very nice message. People will relate to it.
It's a warm film, it's informative, it has a lot of things it says. It touches your heart. It's a slice of life, the film.
That's the right word, slice of life.
And the best thing is that, the Disney people took over the project. It was their first live action movie in Hindi. So that was a great high for us.
Aloo.
आलू 15, गोभी 18, पनीर 35, चीज 45।
मेरे लिए चीज
चीज नहीं हुए, ये भी आलू खाएगा। ओए भूखा रहना है क्या?
Mr. Faisal, welcome to New York, and this is your directorial debut, is that correct?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
How does it feel to be at the New York Indian Film Festival with this film starring, our favorites, Rishi Kapoor and his wife Neetu Singh, who we haven't seen in years?
Very excited. The film has already been released in India, and I very strongly believe that the story is very universal, even though it's very culturally specific with all its Punjabiism. And so one is looking forward to screen it here and hope that audiences here, not only Indian audiences here, but everybody would be able to relate to the themes and ideas.
हेलो, संतोष दुग्गल दिस साइड। कार ने कहाँ से आना है? सर, कार लेनी है। गुड मॉर्निंग। क्या कांड हुआ है? तुम्हें गाड़ी की पड़ी हुई है। मारुति 800 नहीं है आपके पास?
A film like yours does for a festival like this one, and the fact that you're here, how does that make you feel?
I made film in Kerala that in IFFK the film participated in Kerala, and Pune it's shown, and Chennai, and now in New York, and next month in June it will screen in Shanghai also, Shanghai International Film Festival, and it's coming.
ആരാടാ നിനക്ക് കത്തയക്കുന്നത്?
വെറും ഒരു കത്തല്ല, ഒരു കുഞ്ഞിന്റെ മനസ്സാ.
Talk to us about the decision to reduce it down and kind of reintroduce it to the New York audience here 22 years later. Why do that?
Well, we are doing a theatrical release in the US and in India, and it will be released in all media globally in August. So I thought this was a good opportunity to kind of see how, a non-Indian audience, because hopefully there will be a mixed audience, reacts to the film. Because we are hoping that it will reach out to not just, the core Indian diaspora audience.
मुझ पे चिल्लाना अच्छा लग रहा है, क्योंकि उनके बारे में चुप रहना ही बेहतर है ना? अपना गुस्सा मुझ पे उतार रहे हो, क्योंकि खुद कुछ नहीं कर सकते। चिल्लाने के बजाय आप अपना काम क्यों नहीं करते?
I'm extremely pleased to be here.
This is a festival where The Japanese Wife was shown last year, and this year I've come with a very, very different kind of a film. I could say it's my first kind of dabbling with mainstream, because it's about a mainstream actress, and in fact the kind of life that I used to have when I was a young actress. And Konkona and I are both in it, and I'm very curious to see how people will respond to the Bengali mainstream kind of cinema. I mean, that's what it is there.
You're a curse. I should have stopped it. I should have stopped you from going.
I need to get there, Dad. And I can't without you.
What do festivals like this do for films like yours, you know, when it comes to really kind of opening the doors and getting more people to see it?
Well, it's a great opportunity. You know, the film is a pretty small film, very lovingly made and handcrafted, I would say. And it's a great opportunity for a film like that to reach a broader audience and for people to try to get on the track early, basically. They get a first chance to see a movie like this, which hopefully will pick up steam along the way.
So I should ask you, what do you want?
You've practically grown up at this festival. It is now the New York Indian Film Festival, the third avatar. You know, does it feel like home still? Does it feel like family to you?
It feels like home, and then you see like a partner stand behind you, and you're like people that are your heroes are here. But everyone thinks we know each other, but so it's exciting and it's home.
Tell me a little bit about Geeta in Paradise and the fact that it's here at the New York Indian Film Festival.
Well, Geeta in Paradise is a great journey, and you're gonna really get into the living room of a girl who's married and lost. So if you want to kind of see what's happening in her life, you'd be drawn to that kind of life. And it's going to take you to a place where I feel you haven't really been before, but you have, but you haven't. It's kind of like that. So it's going to open a different world.
You know what, Geeta? I can forget about everything, okay? The kidnapping, the song, the dance, every single thing. All you have to do is take me to El Paso.
I think the film sort of opens your heart up, and it's impossible not to be moved and touched. It's handling a very delicate subject matter, which are the stories of the 71 war, but it does so in a way that's tender, that forces you to go to places which are actually very dark and very personal, but then it also shows you that you can bring that into the light.
I have 3 short films this year, and this is why I love this festival. Not only do we have legends like Rishi Kapoor walking by on the same carpet, but Sudhir Mishra, Aparna Sen, contemporary filmmakers, and also the filmmakers to come, which are the student filmmakers, the shorts. And I have 3 films. One just was nominated for a Student Academy Award. It's called Fadakra, which is Soham Mehta's film, which I'm very excited about. Another one called Raju by Shiva Bajpai, and another one by Rehana Mirza called Zamir and Preeti. So it's great to represent sort of the future filmmakers and also come back home and be here.
এটা কি একটা কালেক্টিভ প্রসেস ছিল না? আপনি কিভাবে শুটটা হয়েছিল কি করে? কারণ গানটা কিভাবে হলো পুরো গল্পটা পেলাম, শুটটা বেরোলো কি করে?
I'm showing a short film called 136 that I directed in 2004 for no budget with alongside the Medieval Pundits and Vishal Ved, and it was going to be just like a music video, but it's 6 minutes, so it kind of functions as an international short. We shot between New York and Delhi, so it should be pretty cool.
अब जिंदगी का भी एक अजीब पर जेल जैसी जगह की भी आदत लग जाती है, लेकिन उस्ताद लाइफ में डिसाइड करना पड़ता है. बंद, जिम्मेदारी शुरू.
I am here for post-screen discussion of the 2 new Marathi films which are premiering, and I am quite curious myself to see one particular film which is on legendary singer-actor Bal Gandharva, which was an era in Maharashtra.
this idea of food and religion with several different religions. You've already done Sikhism, the second one is Hinduism, the next one is Islam. Tell us what you've kind of found that these religions have in common when it comes to food and spirituality.
I think the greatest thing of doing this series, and I feel very privileged that it's happening through us, that there's a commonality that feeding people is one of the first instincts of the fabrication of our societies. You go, if I'm breaking iftar during Ramadan in Middle East, or if I'm in ISKCON temple, the feeling remains so simple of, let me take care of you.
How has this year been as far as resources and challenges and triumphs? Can you talk a little bit about what this journey has been like for you just 6 months after doing your last film festival in November?
Oh, this is very challenging. It's been brutal, actually, very brutal, because it's very limited time to grab sponsors, to do things. In addition to which, the year is I don't think the recession has lifted. Arts are always at the bottom of the barrel, and people seem to think that we are a luxury item, which we're not.
It's a fantastic platform, both for Indian filmmakers from here and from India.
Closing night, Sunday, May 8th, will honor Rabindranath Tagore's 150th birthday with Rituparna Ghosh's film Nauka Dubi, based on a Tagore short story. For AVS, I'm Jitan Hingaran.